Hello, welcome to the Photobooth Workshop. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Sky.
And we are so excited to bring you this very special podcast episode. We are talking about everything that has to do with Photobooth Workshop in our newest session that starts on January 5th, 2026. How excited are you, Sky?
I'm so excited. It's 2 weeks out, the day this
Yeah.
is released, and it's finally happening. This
Mhm.
one's good.
It's
So,
so good and it's so different than our first one. So if you joined us on our first one, we really took a lot of your notes and we really kind of went back to the drawing board. And not that it was like bad or anything like that. Like it was great. It was a great workshop and I learned so much personally. And I know so many others did too. But we really took some of the feedback that we got and we're like, okay, how can we make this even better than the first one? And I feel like we really were accomplishing that with this. Like, I'm so excited.
yeah, it's so jam-packed, and I think one of the biggest things was people wanted to, hear from the speakers, live, have a Q&A, have those things. So now the lineup has all been released. You know that there's 3 live workshops, which is so fun because me and Nicole also just get to be students within those workshops, so I'll be there taking notes.
100%. And it's a nerve wracking because at least with the first one, like we had the conversation with the speakers, we got to edit it, we got to kind of like sit in it and soak in the content. And we were so psyched because we're like, oh my God, we can't wait to release it. And this time it's different because we're bringing in experts who have like fully fleshed out, built, workshops.
Yep.
They do this all the time. They're pros at this. And so we get to just like open the doors for them to like bring it to you guys.
So it's just such a good mix of hands-on learning. Like at the end of the hour, you will have accomplished something in your business 3 different days.
Yeah.
But we also have those same inspirational but action filled episodes that are pre-recorded, but still have so much good stuff.
We really wanted to start out 2026 so well. Like we know like this time of year, the holidays are done, you're with your families, you're like preparing mentally, you're bringing out your vision board, you're thinking about like how can I amp up my 2026 or how can I change things or how can I position my business to help me grow in the new year. And that's really kind of what our vision was when we were thinking about who we wanted to bring in and how we wanted to kind of set all this up. And so the workshop is 6 days of speakers. And like we mentioned, it's 3 live workshops. And we, instead of like jamming them in into 3 days of like intense learning, we really wanted to spread it out so that you could literally sit in it, learn, and then come back the next day and learn something new and different and really like make it bite size for everybody.
Yeah.
And not like so overwhelming because I know there were people still like months later from the first workshop who were like, I haven't even listened to all of it yet. And we're like, oh my God.
There was so much. It was so much good stuff. And we are like, oh, it's easy to listen and binge a podcast. But so many things you needed to take notes and break it into your to-do list or whatever. So this you have the 3 workshops where you'll be done with it essentially if you join live, but each day you get to consume it and then hang out in the community and chit chat with everyone else who's in it and seeing what they took away from it or oh, this is something else I heard once. So it'd be fun to see how everyone in the workshops just come together after hearing them
Yeah,
to chit chat and just pull even more out of it.
exactly. And that's what we also brought to this was we didn't really have a way to do a community kind of portion of it all and connect with people who are learning the same stuff as you. And so we really wanted to prioritize that in this workshop. And so we're hosting it in Circle. Sky, you're the pro of Circle. You know the ins and outs.
Not
Uh,
that if you are in the membership, we have a circle platform for the community, and it is so nice because there's not a lot of places where you can host the videos, host the resources, host the community, do all the things within it. So it is cool because Circle, you can join your Zoom calls. They're in Circle. The community is in there. You'll log in. You'll be able to access everything. It's so, so easy. It's an app, so you can do it on your phone on the go, or you can have it on your desktop. Literally whatever you want to do. It makes it so simple to have everything right there. So I'm really excited.
Yeah.
We're there this year.
I'm so excited. So we have community, we have live workshops, live Q&A, and we're also providing replays so that if you are jam-packed on that, January 5th through 12th and you can't listen to everything every day, you're still able to, go back and re-listen, replay, all of that so that you can really learn. And I know like especially with our some of our workshop speakers, I'm so excited and I know I'm going to be learning so much. So I know I will be needing the replays so
Yeah.
that you can listen to it again and again.
Yeah. I think a important thing in replays too is like being able to be like, okay, this is like the one thing I need to focus on now. And then you just go into that and then you can come back to that conversation because so many of these lessons, workshops, whatever we want to call them, have so much good content wherever you are in your business. Like
Yeah.
I'm 10 years in, still have learned so many nuggets in just our pre-recorded calls. We haven't even had the live one.
And we've been talking a lot in the podcast just about how to create a business for yourself that fits you and how you don't have to be like everyone else. And we want you to be able to like be the CEO of your business and provide you the resources to do that. And so I'm so excited about literally all of these speakers because we polled everybody after the first workshop and we asked what you guys wanted to hear. And we literally went from that list from everyone's choices and saw it and wrote out who we wanted, on a board. And we even had like plan Bs for people, like if we didn't get the people that we wanted. And like I feel so lucky. Like we got all our top picks
Yeah.
for people on our list. And so I'm so excited.
It's literally such a good lineup. And when we were thinking of people who we wanted and kind of like our first one, we always had themes for each day, but this one just ended up being like an overall theme of becoming that CEO, like creating freedom in your business, which was another funny conversation because like people didn't want freedom, they wanted growth. And so we're like, what?
Yeah.
Back a couple episodes and listen to like that growth versus freedom mindset because we're all actually reaching for the same goal. And all of these conversations get you to both of those
100%.
the right way.
Yeah. So let's dive into talk about because now we've released all of our speakers on our Instagram and our email list. So let's chat about each person and what kind of they're talking about so that you can get excited for it.
Okay, so day one, we're kicking off our live workshop with Rebecca Caldwell. She runs Three Girls Marketing, and I actually listened to her workshop in a different community I'm in and didn't even finish her workshop before I actually emailed her and hired her for a specific project because I know how important. Okay, let me tell you what she's going to talk about, I guess. She is going to be talking about like marketing metrics, your visibility in your business. And specifically going in Google Analytics, Google Search Console, making sure that your business shows up on like AI platforms. If someone's like ChatGPT, find me a photo booth, people will find you. And dabble probably a little bit into Meta and ads, but I think we've talked about this again in podcasts. Like we think analytics and we think how many likes or whatever happened on Instagram, but um, more importantly is like, are people going to your website from Instagram and what are they doing there? Like,
Mhm.
website working for you? Because I'm assuming that most of us have people contact us through our website. So are people even making it to your contact form? So she's literally going to walk you through setting it all up to figure out like how people are interacting with your website, where your traffic is coming from. Because maybe you feel like you are prioritizing Instagram, but you realize like all your traffic is actually coming from this random blog post you did. And I think that's just such good information to know. It like blew my mind listening to Rebecca's workshop the first time. And I actually don't even know if it's the exact same, but it was so much good information. It was so organized. And data and analytics is such a like not fun subject. Like for me, I am like creative. So I'm like numbers, no. But she makes it so fun. She's just such a bubbly, fun person to talk to.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. She's our opening workshop.
Yeah, and we actually have a very exclusive podcast episode with her. So a week from today, we have a special podcast interview with her, and she's going to dive into exactly what Sky just talked about and kind of give you an idea of what's exactly going to be in the workshop. And I remember even just in that conversation, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but I was just like so excited for the workshop because I'm like, I want to learn all of these things because it's no having the clarity of where your leads are coming from and why, so you can focus on those, like, so that you don't have to waste your time trying ads, trying Instagram, trying Pinterest, trying TikTok, like, trying all of the things to figure out what sticks. Like, focusing in on the thing that's actually bringing you money, like, so excited.
Yep.
I'm so excited. She's literally kicking the whole workshop off, and I couldn't be happier. And day 2, we have Kim from Flux. You guys, if you don't know Kim, I'd be shocked, but she is an incredible photo booth owner. She's built one of New York City's most efficient photo booth teams, and we loved chatting with her. I can't wait to share it with you guys.
I think too, like, I think being a really good leader is such a specific skill set,
Mhm.
depending on like what your life experience has been. Like maybe you haven't even had an example of a good leader or how a good leader runs things.
Mhm.
And Kim just talked like about her business, how she treats her employees, what she does, like so easy to follow, like so matter of fact. Like it I have like always said, like, I hate having a team. I don't like managing people, all of these things, like so many excuses for myself. But Kim's conversation just made me be like, wow, okay, this is what a good leader looks like. Like, this is what I want to implement in my own businesses. Like, so inspiring, but also so many great practical tips
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
keep a really great team.
Yeah.
And creative, like not just following an exact org chart, like whatever, but like being really creative, keeping things fun, but keeping it professional.
Mhm. Absolutely. And then day 3.
Okay, we have Care from Paradigm Consulting. This is another live workshop. This is going to be so good. Once you're inspired by Kim to hire a really great team, then you're going to dive straight into this workshop.
Yeah. The timing couldn't be better. Yeah, and you guys, I'm so excited about this because if there's one thing I see in the Facebook groups, every Facebook group, and photo booth Facebook group is hiring, how to hire, what the legalities are. Should you contract or should you do this? We're bringing in an HR expert to answer all of these questions, and she's doing a live Q&A. So it could not be a better situation for you guys. So bring your questions, be ready to learn about everything HR so that you can learn how to grow a team. And I've said this too. Like, I think you should at least have one person as soon as you even start your photo booth business who you can have as a backup for you when you're running your business. Because if you're sick, if you have an emergency and you've got contracted events coming up, like, who's going to do it?
Yeah.
Like, your business is on the line. And so knowing the legalities around HR, how to hire, all of that, Kira is going to handle all of those questions, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, this is one I can't wait to sit in and just learn from. I think HR feels like something that is for like a large corporation, but
Mhm.
there's so many aspects of it that I feel like, as a small business owner, you have to wear all the hats, you have to know all the things. And it's kind of impossible to know all the things, especially when you're just starting. Or there's obviously milestones and things change. So I'm so excited for Kira to be here. And I'm so excited for people to tune into the Q&A and ask questions based on the experience where their business is.
Yeah.
And literally not be afraid to ask anything because I guarantee that there is a large group of people who have the same exact question as you.
100%. There's no stupid question.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then day 4, we are diving straight into money, financial clarity with Hillary Hill.
Okay, this one's so cool because Hillary literally works with like the NFL and the NBA. So she's working with like huge athletes. And it was just like fun hearing her story and chatting about similarities in it because people just assume athletes make a cajillion dollars and are just like living their best life. Um, but we even reference in it, like, if you don't know how to manage like $100,000, you can't manage $1 million. And she has like stories about clients who like wanted to go buy an insane car. And she's like, no. And then they
Mhm.
get cut from the team, like just like a small business and the wave of financial security that we ride, like so do athletes.
Mhm.
So she breaks down so much in business. Like cash flow is a huge topic. The money coming into your business, what's going out, but then investing, your financial team, which blew mine and Nicole's mind,
Yeah.
especially as like we're moms, so we have kids. She talks about like your estate's lawyer, your financial advisor, just all of these things and how they all work together.
Mhm.
It's so
It's so good, and it's a really important one, I
good.
think, because no one likes talking about money. It's uncomfortable, but she talks about it in such a great way that makes it so much comfier and easier and, you can digest it.
Yeah, something I really liked about Hillary, so she's a financial coach, and I feel like you listen to other coaches and they're like, "Don't ever buy a latte again," or like, "Your big goals, like, you will fly on a private jet, just, like, prioritize that over everything else," and it's just, like, it's so funny one way or the other, but, like, Hillary's not selling you her lifestyle.
Right.
She's just teaching you in such like, I don't wanna say a basic way to make it sound, like, not as transformative as it is, but she just makes it so easy to just be like, "Yes, I can do that. I
Mhm.
this next step." It's good. It's a must listen multiple times.
Yeah. And then day 5, we're ending that first week with us. And we went back and forth so much on what we wanted to talk about, what we wanted to share. And we really landed on the common denominator of how to build a connection first business.
Mhm.
Because when we just talked about our businesses and what lit us up and what we were passionate about, really that's what it came down to was how we've intentionally grown our business by connecting really deeply with people
Mhm.
and how being people oriented has completely changed the trajectory of our business.
Yeah.
Um, repeat clients and referrals and things that have helped us tremendously. So, um,
That's
it's gonna be a
amazing.
lot of stories.
Yeah, a lot of storytelling, uh,
Mhm.
literally exactly how we do things in our business, which, isn't like a roadmap that we're like, "This is proven how it works," but hopefully it'll be inspiring of how you can change things in your own business or, you know
Yeah, and tough lessons we've learned along the way too. Like not every situation is perfect and we've had to kind of learn how to pivot and
I think too, we've had all these conversations within the podcast, within our behind the scenes planning sessions, and what like the future of the industry looks like, the future of our own businesses when we're talking about that in both businesses, like our photo booth services and then own your moment and the photo booth edit, like how are these things going to grow? And we had our episode kind of about like AI and how the world is changing, but it's gonna be so important how you connect with people and all people, people that are your clients, people who aren't clients, who are just gonna be like super fans of yours to support you. Connect with your team, connect with the industry. Like connecting with people is just so important
yeah.
in every area. So I'm excited to talk about how we do it. I'm excited to see what discussions come from this afterwards.
Mhm. Oh
That's
yeah.
the best.
Exactly, and that makes me so excited for our community too. Like we're able to like dive in together and share stories there too. So, it's going to be amazing. And then last day is
Natalie, she runs Natty Writes, which is a blog membership, blog writing. She kind of does it all. She's like the blog girly. Um, she's hosting a live workshop talking about long form content, aka your blogs, and just how it makes it so much easier to do all these other things in your business. So you have a long form blog. How many Instagram posts do you already have completed because you have the content? Like,
Mhm.
uh, so makes that easier. But then literally you can circle that back because you're going to know all your analytics, and now you're going to write blog posts that bring traffic to your business, help your SEO. Like It's gonna be such a good one.
Yeah.
Natty again is so fun to listen to and just like take something that you're like, "Hey, yeah, I should write some blogs," and just makes you be like, "Oh yeah, I need to go write these blogs."
Yep. So that's how we're closing off the workshop. She's also doing a Q&A after as well. So she's doing the live workshop and then the Q&A. So you can ask all of the questions you want about
Uh,
how to.
Format a blog, what blog topics would work best for your business, like how you can be making people stay on your website longer by just like linking your blogs, how she works with all kinds of businesses. So I know she's going to have incredible tips. And I just want to tell you guys, when I first launched the photo booth edit, I actually hired her to write my first 3 blogs. And one of those blogs is my number one traffic source to my website
Heck yeah.
of blogs. Instagram is first right now.
Yeah. That is so cool.
So
Know that because of your data from Becca.
in my data, you guys.
Yeah. It's all full circle. I love it. And I really do. Like, I love how we're starting that with Rebecca and then ending it with Natalie, and it's all connected.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna end it too with giving you a easy I don't wanna say an easy win, like, writing a blog is gonna take work, you're gonna be thoughtful, but it gives you like, it's your runway where you're giving all this education, whatever, you're gonna implement these workshops, and then you are going to reel right into creating your content for your business to help it go the direction you want it to go in 2020.
Oh, heck yes. So excited. All right, let's dive into some frequently asked questions, FAQs. Some FAQs. First question: what if I can't attend live?
There's 3 live workshops, which I think will give you the times, dates. You should try as hard as you can to be there, but there's replays of everything. Once you've bought your ticket and you're locked into that circle community, you will have access to replay these.
Yeah,
So you won't be able to ask questions in the Q&As, but you'll be able to listen to the Q&As.
exactly. So let's hope that people attend and ask the questions that you have. Otherwise, make sure you're there so that you can ask your questions. And then that answers the second question, which is: are replays available?
Yes. How much time do I need to commit?
Well, each workshop session is going to be about an hour, and then Q&A can last, about 30 minutes depending. But over the 5, 6 days, could be about 6, 7 hours. But I think if you really want to apply what you're learning, try and give yourself as much time as possible. Like, in my head, I'm thinking I would love to have, 30 minutes before the session, an hour after, to really like sit through my notes, maybe practice like building a dashboard after Rebecca's session, or like sitting through Kira's and like seeing what I need to do about my HR compliance and all that stuff. So give yourself as much time as possible. Obviously, we understand that everyone's busy, everyone has lives, which is why we're providing replays, because we just know, we know. But yeah, each session's going to be about an hour. Each interview is about an hour, um, each day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is this for beginners or experienced owners?
It's a great question. I would say both.
Mhm.
We both know experienced owners, we both know beginners. And I think I could see how this could be super important for everybody. And I'm not just saying that. I truly believe that. Like, I think even just thinking about HR, like, I've seen people ask HR questions who have been in the industry for 10 years. I've seen people ask HR questions who are just starting.
Mhm.
And same for finances. Like, you're always going to want to know more about finances and how to button those up even more. No matter where you are, like, you can always improve your marketing, like, you can always try new strategies. And so I think everybody can really truly benefit from all of this.
Yeah, I think one of the, like, the mind-blowing things too, talking about pricing of the workshop in general, which the car opens December 26th and the price is $297. I think that one of these workshops alone is worth that price.
100%.
I love learning, I love education. Over the course of the decade that I've been in business, like, I've signed up for lots of live workshops and things that I get replays for or whatever, and, like, 297 is what you pay for a workshop,
One.
and
Yeah.
you get 3 of them, plus the live Q&A, which you don't always get because a lot of times you're paying for these things that sales pitch you something after, which isn't happening in this. Like, I hope they talk about their resources if you want to go explore them afterwards, but you are learning, you're implementing in these workshops. This isn't to sell you on to their course. It's
Right.
so you do it now.
Yeah. You're going to literally leave every workshop having learned something new and being able to apply it directly to your business. So, I mean,
Yeah. So I would say it's for everyone. I think again, a decade, like I learned so far in everything that we've recorded or like knowing some of these speakers prior, like I have learned so much. I have zero doubt that there's not something you can learn from every single speaker.
yeah. Yeah.
I also think you're a better owner if you go into things in the mindset that you don't know it all and that you can learn from someone because uh, uh, I remember going to like PBX or something like that and like talking to someone who's brand new and you learn so much. So be open minded. That's my hot for the day.
Yeah, exactly. So you can buy your ticket starting December 26th, and we'll have tickets live all the way through January 12th. Obviously, definitely recommend that you get your ticket sooner than later because you're not going to want to miss the live workshops that start on January 5th because obviously with the Q&A session, we want you to be there. On January 12th, the cart will close and then you won't be able to access after that. You won't be able to access the community or any kind of the live features of it.
So December 26th, things go live after the holidays when people start focusing on their business. I know a lot of people, well, I hope that you kind of take that holiday season off, but you have a big win that you like know that you're jumping into 2026 to work on your business. And then this is how I use January in my own business, where I am planning for my year the whole month of January. Like, I'm not like, I don't need to go into January 1st with every single goal already laid out
Yeah.
because it's been a crazy holiday season. Whether you've worked events or you're busy with family, whatever it is, this time of year is insane. So I think this is a perfect opportunity to kick off the year strong, know what you want to work on, have some big wins of what you're going to set up and implement just in those live workshops. And then the inspiration that's going to come from all 6 of these days of now, what do you want the rest of 2026 to be? And what are you going to work on?
Yay. Can't wait. It's going to be so great. So if you are listening to this, December 22nd when this goes live, we've got a couple of days. Make sure you're on the email list. We'll put that all in the description below for you guys. If you are listening on December 26th, have your tickets and we can't wait to see you guys in there. If you have any questions, feel free to DM us. We're at Photobooth Workshop on Instagram. And yeah, anything else?
I think that's it. Can't wait to see you guys in the workshop.
Yep, we will see you guys soon. And next week, join us for a very special conversation with Rebecca. She gives so many tidbits on marketing and things to focus on in the new year. So I'm very excited. Please join us for that. It's going to be so, so good.
Yes. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Guys.